Hey, live from Los Angeles, California. Take two. Take two. This time, actually, from the Dre's Geek Philosophy podcast page. No. Oh no. Go ahead. Go in progress. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, that one. Go ahead. Continue my story. It doesn't matter. There's nobody watching yet right now. So I screwed up because we were rushing. So I messed things up. It's funny because I got us here early today.
And you did talk about how we were more prepared.
We're gonna be more prepared. I got the PS4 set up early. Again, what up, Ryan? I got the PS4 set up. I got the format all done. I got my laptop set up and everything. And then whoops. And then executive producer Sam Zia goes, "Hey Dre, are you broadcasting on your page or are you broadcasting on the Geek Philosophy page?" I'm like, "I'm broadcasting on my page, aren't I?"
Yeah.
Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. We have half the viewers.
Yeah.
We lost everybody. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, everything. Let me go over here to the Dre's Geek Philosophy podcast page and let me reshare that. I'm going to share this video on my own page to try to get back those people. Because I fail it. Oh God, I fail at life.
That's what happens with live stuff, man.
Yeah, this is what happens when you go live. Now I've gone to from 2 people to say something about this. Yeah, I screwed up. Here's the show. You get to see this live. I love going live. Here's the show as intended on the show page. And I can't type correctly. On the show page. Oh, I really want that the graphic from 30 Rock. Where it's it shows the drunk peacock. Technical difficulties. We're just having. Hey, Andres Cervantes just shared your video. See, that was the whole intent of getting all this set up. I'm I'm going to share my video. I am prepared.
No.
Not prepared at all.
Works out.
It's all these people like the video, and it's oh, wrong video. And they're not watching.
They'll come back.
Well, hopefully they can. But let's focus on recording the show.
There you go.
So, our first segment is out the door because Sam Zia has to go take care of business. So we'll jump to segment 2 and we'll go back to segment 1. So, whenever we come here in the morning, before the show, our pre-show meeting usually consists of us watching Team 4-Star videos. Obviously not getting ready for the show.
No.
Obviously we don't get ready for the show.
5-10 minutes before.
Yeah, it's we look at the clock, it's 7:50. Shit, we better get the show ready. No, but today, today I actually got the show ready a little bit earlier.
A little bit.
We got in here and set up at 7:40 instead of 7:55. But bum.
Yeah.
We watch Team 4-Star. We're watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yeah.
Hey, good God, that shit is fucking hilarious. I don't know if any of you are aware. I'm sure many of you already are aware. I just barely discovered this whole Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It's allowing me to rewatch Dragon Ball Z at a very rapid rate.
Yeah.
And it's much more hilarious. It's because the ongoing theme tonight on the show is we're going to be yelling out "Nail" from the Namek saga. Yeah, Sam Zia, executive producer Sam Zia, you were correct. I was showing the video on the wrong page.
Yeah.
I was showing it on my page instead of showing it on the show page, and now we have 2 viewers.
Yay!
We're
successfully thrown everyone off.
I have fucked everything upside down. I reshared the page. I reshared the video onto my own page to hopefully recapture some of the people, but here we are. Whoops. Rest in peace. Dre's Geek Philosophy. Rest in potatoes.
At least we've got comments.
All right, we got a couple of comments on the Twitch. Oh yeah, for the Twitch handle, if anyone needs it, is DreGPPodcast.com. So we're having some fun here. So yeah, the pre-show meeting is us basically watching Team 4-Star videos. We were watching the best of Super Kami Guru, and now all we can say is nail. I need you to clean my jowls, nail.
Jowls.
You're such a tool.
Somebody's missing Supergirl for this.
Somebody's missing Supergirl for this.
And Bushy found the Twitch page.
Oh shit, it's
All
Bushy
right.
Brownlee is watching this on Twitch. What's up, Bushy?
So obviously we're Lego themed tonight.
Tonight we are Lego themed. On the Twitch page, we are playing Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Lego Batman. We're going to be spoiler free for anyone who's concerned. We are going to be spoiler free.
I haven't seen the movie, so there.
Yeah, yeah.
Please,
Sam.
don't fuck it up for me.
I don't want to fuck it up for you. I want you
I'm
to.
kidding.
I want you to go in there and enjoy the movie. You're going to go in there balls deep and enjoy the movie. But and then we'll be talking. I brought Benny here. He's going to be a prop later in the show.
Holy shit, it's a fucking Ewok.
Yeah, if you're watching this on Twitch, right now, Pete Molini will be using Ewoks because it's the Battle of Endor right now on Twitch TV. So, but before we get to Lego talk, on Saturday, I originally was going to do a live quick show of me and Sam Zia here at the Secret Podcast Studios, talking about we were going to do a live video of the NBA dunk contest, but I'm kind of glad we didn't because
Oh
it
my
was
God.
awful.
Worst dunk contest ever.
There was no creativity.
Every single guy who I don't even care what his name was. I can't. He's only played 20 minutes this
Total.
season, dunked once.
Dunked
in a
once.
game, and apparently the only thing he's capable of doing is dunking from between his legs,
Dunking from between his legs.
which is passe now.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I dare say it was passe like in 2000, 17 years ago.
The thing that was probably the biggest disappointment was the amount of sponsored dunks that went. That
Yeah, it was like,
We had an Intel drone that botched a dunk 3 times.
it was just, I don't know, it was not good. It was just,
The best dunker, the one that everybody was looking forward to, because the defending champion, Zach LaVine, blew out his ACL.
he got hurt.
A week before the dunk contest.
Yeah.
So he was out.
So you lost the best guy. They bring in this dude who's only played 20 minutes in the NBA. Apparently is a reputation dunker.
Yeah, but Aaron Gordon was the guy that everybody was looking forward to.
And he had the worst dunks.
And it's because the sponsor dunks. He was forced to try to make this work by having a drone drop him a ball for an alley-oop, and it kept botching.
It was awful. As we sat here in the Secret Podcast Studios watching the dunk contest, I was kind of glad that I did not make a live video of us watching, because it would have just been a video of us being disappointed and frustrated.
Yeah.
And there was no creativity. Nearly every dunker had like at least 2 dunks of trying to dunk over people. Like, oh, let's line up 4 people and try to dunk over them. I'm like, and everybody did it. I dare say 60% of the dunks were guys trying to jump over people. The winning dunk was Glenn Robinson III jumping over a cheerleader, a mascot, and a teammate.
Yeah.
And granted, the dunk itself was pretty. It was shades of Harold Miner way back when, 1993, 94.
That was 93.
1993 of Harold Miner doing the pump, but except he did basically the same dunk as Harold Miner, but he did it over people.
Yeah.
He lightly teabag brushed over the head of a.
This dunk contest. Now that I think about it, had one statistic that beat them all. It wasn't
Teabagging.
It wasn't the most 50 level dunks like last year. It had the most teabag.
People were dunkers were dropping their teabag.
One guy teabagged 4 people.
He
on
teabagged
one
4
dunk.
people on one dunk. It was awful. He rammed his genitals across the backs of the heads of 4 different people. It was just awful. So that was gonna be a quick, hey everybody, let's do a quick live show, kind of like when me and Sam are watching the Nintendo Switch. We're like, hey, we'll do a quick show. And as we watch dunk contest, like, nah,
man,
this sucked.
We would have had more viewers if we just watched us play Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that would have been the case.
Yeah.
But that we just wanted to share. Producer, executive producer, and I had some feelings about.
That shit was painful.
It was awful. It was no good. But let's talk about the happy topic.
Yeah.
Because as me and Sam were doing some of the show prep earlier this week, because
How are you tree?
why is there a tree?
I don't know. I'm so confused.
So me and Sam were doing prep for the show, and I didn't want to continually come onto the show and talk about things that I hate and things that make me mad. It's like all right, and then
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Like, well, yeah, Next week's show, I'm going to go back to talk. I'm going to talk about something I don't like.
Hey, we talked about the fucking dunk contest.
We talked about the contests. We got something. We got that out. We got that out of the system. So now we're going to talk about some happy stuff. Because Executive Producer Sam Zia, I was texting him on Saturday. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't know what we're going to talk about this Sunday. He's like, what makes you passionately happy? Because we need to drive the passion out of movement. Because obviously a lot of this podcast revolves around what I care about, what I'm enthusiastic about, my whole geek philosophy, explaining all this, and also working in explaining what all this stuff is and why it's important to nerds. And I sat and I thought about it, and then I had just watched the Lego Batman movie this past Thursday, and man, that movie was freaking amazing. Oh my god! And so I'm like, oh dude, let's just talk freaking. We'll start with Lego Batman, but we're gonna go into the whole Lego culture. That's Lego is huge.
Now, before we get into the Lego side of it, I want to get into the Batman side of it.
Lego Batman.
You said something that was, I would say, pretty powerful. Coming from you.
Best Batman movie?
Best Batman movie
Yeah.
ever.
No, it really is.
Yeah, Lego.
Even better than the Adam West?
Yeah, even better.
Yeah.
Lego Batman was the best Batman movie.
Unless it
period.
Really needs the bomb run scene. I'm cool.
You need to watch the movie. Executive Sam Zia.
Oh my god! Tell me they did it.
You need to watch the movie, Executive Sam Zia.
Oh my god! I gotta see this movie.
They
take everything cool about Batman.
Everything that is cool and hilarious and fun and amazing, and everything that makes Batman has been integrated into this movie. It's in an adorable Lego form. Like that, this is something they've been doing like for years now. Going back to the first Lego Star Wars game that came out like in 2003, 2004. Yeah. This is what they do. Like these little minifigs are amazing, and now they've reached this point where they can make entire movies that revolve around them. In this Lego Batman movie, it really hit the Batman mythos. Here, I'll tell you without spoiling anything. My favorite thing about this Lego Batman movie, making it the best Batman movie, is that they did not do hey, let's watch Batman's parents die again.
Yeah.
Because Batman Superman, you let off the movie with 15 minutes of let's kill Batman's parents again. We've seen it. We saw it in '89. We saw it in 2004, 2005 with Batman Begins.
Yeah.
It wasn't even beating a dead horse anymore.
It was just you're beating the skeleton of a horse. But this Lego Batman movie, like it touches on it.
Yeah.
But it touches on everything that makes Batman Batman. And it really it finds like these weird emotional parts that like you didn't realize that you could find. And I'm trying to stay out of spoiler territory, but like it's really good. That's all I really.
I think one of the best reviews is that someone was arguing like, how can you make a Batman comedy? And the director was like, a guy gets his parents just die in front of him, and he decides to dress up like a bat. Like that's hilarious.
It's already kind of hilarious.
I mean, that's the good platform for any comedy.
Yeah.
No, because comedy. Like my favorite equation is comedy is tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
That's the equation. Comedy is tragedy plus time. But that Lego Batman movie was freaking amazing. I recommend if you haven't seen it, you get the highest recommendation I can give. I cried a little at the end. I let out a few tears. I let out a couple of tears at the very end, dude.
In front of people.
In front of D-Loke and in front of Connie. I let out. I was like, yep, that happened.
Wow. Did they cry at all?
I don't know.
You were too busy trying to not.
I was too busy trying. Well, I was trying to not cry, but I had. To let. There was this really emotional part at the end. I'm like.
Yeah, it gets you. Man.
It gets you. It gets you. If you have daddy issues, you might cry. I have crazy daddy issues, so I had. It really got me. Just like most Pixar movies, I cry at most Pixar movies. I can't stop it. I think the only Pixar movie I didn't cry in most recently was like The Good Dinosaur. That's because I was kind of bored. Like it was kind of a thing that happened. But most Pixar movies, they usually get me right in the gut. Yeah. It finds like, oh, let's pull on your emotions as hard as we can. I'm like, oh. But the amazing, all this Lego stuff, as I was thinking about it on Saturday, as I was kind of putting together the format for the show, I was like, oh, this whole Lego culture has been huge. I mean, because as a kid, I don't know about you, judgmental people, like I had a shitload of Legos as a kid. Yeah. That was aside from video games, I put a lot of my allowance money directly into Legos. Mm-hmm. Like when my godmother is like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? I want the Lego airport.
Yeah.
I got this awesome, humongous Lego airport. And like, one of my earliest Christmas gifts was a Lego. It was a Lego racetrack. It wasn't very big. It was just a little like foot by foot square.
Yeah.
But you built this cool grandstand. It came with a couple of like Indy cars.
Nice.
'Cause, like as a kid, I was really obsessed with Indy cars. Like I'd watch the Indy 500. I watched the back when it was called Championship Auto Racing Teams, the Indy cars back in the old days. I loved those cars.
Nice.
And so I had this little set. I'm like that was one of the first Lego sets I could remember. And I've always had this fascination with Legos. Like, I've never really considered myself very creative, but with Legos, I could just do whatever I want. And if I screwed up, I can just break it down and rebuild it again. And I really didn't have a lot of these memories until like the Lego movie that came out. Was it, what, 2 years ago now?
2 years ago,
It's been a little while now since that one came out. Like, that one really got to me emotionally as well. Like, I didn't let out any tears on that one, but it really resonated with me because like all this stuff, like, cause they're really hitting, like, cause I remember when they first announced the Lego movie, I was really like, what are you gonna do? I mean, they can sustain it like in a few cutscenes in a game, much like the game that we have on.
I have no idea how to get Chewie up here.
Pete is struggling with Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens right now, but yeah, like as I was watching, like at first I'm like, oh, because they pull it off really well in the games. I love all the Lego Star Wars game. Because it started with Lego Star Wars. That was the first time where they took a licensed property and they did this really fun game. And then it's something that I kind of liked from the early games. There was no dialogue.
Oh,
they pantomimed everything. There was like nothing was funnier to me than in Lego Star Wars, the original trilogy, when they did the "No, Luke, I am your father," and it was pantomime. What I loved about it is what Lego Darth Vader literally did. Like, you're right there in Cloud City. Luke has already lost his hand, and then Lego Darth Vader like literally just pulls up a photo and goes. Just points to the photo of like it shows Anakin, Padme, and two babies, and he goes like points to himself, points to Luke, points to the babies. They pantomime, "No, Luke, I am your father," and then Lego Luke Skywalker pantomimes, "Ah!" And I was laughing for 10 minutes. Because I kept wondering, because like through Lego Star Wars, because you played the prequel trilogy was the first Lego Star Wars. And like you played through that, and I dare say, that Lego Star Wars made the prequel trilogy much more enjoyable because you took out the terrible dialogue and you pantomimed everything. And then that the original trilogy, all these like iconic quotes, they work around it by these hilarious pantomimes. But I really doubted that they could do this for an hour and 40 minutes in that first Lego movie. And then and then the Lego movie comes out, and it's fucking amazing.
I was surprised how meta the Lego movie was. Like,
it was quite meta.
Yeah, like it just was like, this is for kids? Like,
no, it was totally for everyone. Yeah. And then the character, I feel like most people kind of resonated the most with Emmett, the main character. Oh, yeah. He was like, he was like kind of the everyman, and he kind of represent follow the rules. You do the instructions. But the character that I resonated with the most was Benny. Like, for those of you listening on the audio version, I'm holding up the Lego minifigure of Benny. Spaceship! This guy was my favorite. I lost my shit. Because one, as a kid, I had a lot of these little space dudes. I had a lot of the space set. I would buy, because back, as I mentioned earlier, I used a lot of my allowance money to buy Legos. And when they started doing the space series, like in the late 80s, they did with the little dudes with the little backpacks and these little helmets that were so easy to crack. Like, this character was so, he had the little faded, the little Benny right here. He has a little faded logo. He has the crack in the helmet. He has the backpack. And he was insane about spaceships. And because who else was insane about spaceships? Young Dre. After I would finish with a set, and I would break that son of a bitch down, I'd put it in my giant Lego box. I had a giant Lego box of just, after a set was done, because, I was having a discussion with someone the other day. It was like, actually, yet last night, my roommate had a birthday party, and I was like, what do you do with Legos afterwards? And then my immediate response was like, you break that shit down and you build whatever you want. It's like, yeah, you build that giant Lego castle. I remember me and my brother, after we had built it on Christmas, we tore that motherfucker down. And you know what I made? I made a bunch of fucking spaceships. That's why I love Benny. Because I think there was a point in time where like I got obsessed where like I made spaceships. I would get all the same colors, all the blocks of the same color, and whether or not it made sense or not, I would make a spaceship out of it.
Nice.
Like get all the red bricks, boom, red spaceship. Get all the blue bricks, blue spaceship, black spaceship, green spaceship. Everything was spaceship, spaceship, spaceship. I was obsessed. And those I wouldn't break down. I get real sad if like one because like I put them on top of my desk, and of course one would fall. Like no, and I could never recreate what I'd done before. I'd try to put it back together, and I would lose my mind. It was a lot of fun. Oh God, I loved Legos so much as a kid.
I loved Legos, but I never got them. I got one box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like Lego illiterate. I tried, and it was a spaceship, ironically. And I just couldn't put that piece of shit together. And so then
because the instructions do require a little bit of finesse. You kind of have to it requires a lot of critical thinking.
Yeah, but and my ADHD was like nowhere near capable of handling it.
Right.
But my cousin was a badass with that, and he would make worlds connecting to each other.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
like,
freaking great.
He had Space World up on the top shelf, and like all of these universes that they had. The Viking universe was over here, the pirate universe, and everything.
Your brother literally had what they had in a Lego movie.
Yeah, but he always played with it. He always had like one guy hanging from a string that he had, like who's like flying in between the two.
That's amazing.
Worlds. He was a badass with that.
Your cousin was Will Ferrell's character in the Lego movie.
Only he didn't glue that shit together.
He didn't glue that shit together. Oh, hell no.
He wasn't nearly as structured. As
No, but like he had all the worlds. He made all these worlds that you'd participate in and create. Honestly, I would create and then I would destroy.
Yeah.
Because
I am God.
I'm like, all right, and I'm like, I'm done with this. Bruh. Like one particular set I remember I bought because they went really ham with like pirates, and I saw like a couple years ago they brought back these pirates from like late 80s, early 90s. They had this, and I saved up my allowance, which was like $5 a week. Like I saved it up over the course of like 2.5 months. I got like $60-$70, and yeah, I would go to Target, buy that giant. It was like this giant pirate island. It came with this like a ramp, and like you could build this giant castle. There was like a moat and shit. It was fucking amazing. And like just added on. Now I have all these pirates to go along with my spacemen and my race car drivers and my people from the airport and all this. Like I had all these freaking. I remember I think 1 year I think my godmother she bought me this giant like Lego suitcase. It was this big red Lego Lego on the side, and I shoved everything in there.
I guarantee you still have that.
It's somewhere in the garage, in my mom's garage. If she disposed of it, it would break my heart. I think. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the garage. Because I did bequeath them unto my brother.
Okay. What would you make if you had access to all of them that you like? Would you just make a gigantic spaceship?
Yes. Yes, I would. I totally would. I would totally make. Oh God, with the technical know-how that I probably have now. Oh my God!
You might actually make a spaceship that goes to space.
To have the know-how now and have the eagerness of youth. Oh man, if I could combine that would be. So
you'll just put on the blue spaceship helmet, and that's the first thing that you make. You take all of your blue ones and you make the blue spaceship.
Make the blue spaceship.
And then you put it on and immediately yell, "Spaceship!" Spaceship! And then
go nuts. Oh.
Damn.
But it's funny because I felt like Legos were really big in like the 80s and 90s, and I feel like they never really got big until I remember in the late 90s around Episode 1, Lego got that licensing deal to do Lego Star Wars Legos, and I remember being a broke college student, and I took money that was supposed to go to buy books. I made sure I got the Darth Vader, like the first day where they had all that Episode 1 toys. Oh, yeah. Everyone was rushing to the action figures, and I was rushing to the Legos. Nice. I got
that game too, and I was blown away.
No, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the actual.
Oh, the action.
The actual Legos.
Yeah.
When they licensed and got the first time they had Legos, like it was 1999. It coincided with Episode 1. That was the first time. I think that was one of the first times they actually had. I'm not 100% sure on that fact. But that was probably one of the first times they actually had licensed Legos, and I bought the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. That is the one I want. Well, I wanted a Darth Vader minifig. That was the end game. I'm like, I will buy whatever set has Darth Vader because he looked so cool as a minifig. And so like there was a set that had a Y-wing and it had a Darth Vader TIE fighter. And I bought that set, and that was freaking awesome. I sat at the comic shop at I sat at a Bronze Age Comic Galaxy, and I built that son of a bitch. I spent, I forgot, it was like $50-$60 money I should not have spent in 1999. I probably should have saved that for college, for school, you know, going to PCC. I remember running to the Pasadena Target. Everyone was like, everyone was like running to the toy aisle. I'm like, give them to me now. I have you now. And I built that. I remember I had it on display at the comic shop. I was very proud of my
Nice.
I was proud of my handiwork. But I wanted to buy more. But then going forward, you know, later on. So like, yeah, as Sam, you were mentioning.
I'm sorry. Did that thing just trip over a bunch of dildos?
What Executive Sam was referencing is like right now on Twitch we have Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens going on. This is fully Lego themed. I got Lego props. We got Lego going on Twitch on my PS4. Make sure to share this. I mean, if you're on Twitch, let other people know. If you're on Facebook, share this video with others so they can come in and listen to me wax poetically about Legos. But so I think after that success with the Lego Star Wars license, they started expanding and started doing all kinds of stuff. So you'd see Lego sets of everything. And then what really made it, I think what really hit it off big was when they did that first Lego Star Wars game back in 2004. Because I was working at the Rosemead GameStop, so that was probably 2004. And I remember seeing the trailers for it. Executive producer Sam Zia right here with me.
Oh no, keep going.
Okay, I'm going. And I remember I saw the trailer for that game, and I was like, this looks interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, Lego Star Wars, an actual Lego game. I think there had been other Lego games, but like for them to actually get the license property, and then Traveler's Tales, the developer did an amazing job. And I remember picking it up. It was only like $40. Picked it up. I think I bought it for my Xbox, and then me and the girl I was dating at the time. So no, it must have been 05 then. And we started playing it together, and it was such a fun experience. Like, oh my god, we were like did multiplayer playing through like Lego Star Wars. Like, this is amazing! Holy crap! And like I said, like I mentioned earlier, all the pantomime stuff, and then the following year they capitalized on this because this game came out of nowhere. It was like it sold out. It was selling out. Like I don't think anyone expected it to be a big hit, and it turned out to be huge. The following year, they do original trilogy. Hell yeah. They bring back the whole talking about all the pantomiming, and then I think that spawned all these. They did all these other games. They started getting into because like later on, Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Harry Potter and all these games. I remember they did a third. They did the Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars. Like I actually never played that one. No. And then they did like a special edition where they had all 6 movies.
Yeah,
and like for the I think that came out later on for the Wii and for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And the games are just so much fun. Like this whole thing with the Legos, it's gotten huge. It's become this ubiquitous thing. Well, now everything is Legoized. Like Doctor Who. I mean, I remember like Doctor Who. I mean, like, you're a big Doctor Who guy. Like they have those Lego ideas where people submit their ideas and then they're turned into a Lego set, and it's pretty awesome because you see all kinds of weird stuff. From like as much as I abhor the show, the Big Bang Theory, they have the couch.
Yeah, they have a whole Lego set on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually, on Lego's idea right now, there's some guy designed an Iron Giant, and I hope they make that, man. It looks so cool.
I know. Like selfishly,
yeah.
I want there's a Legotron Legacy set that's on the Lego Ideas site right now. I'm like sitting there, upvote. I'm like, I want that, because I know you have the blah 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 blah. You have the Doctor Who set in your place. Was it 2 years ago? I almost bought. What do you call it? What was it? I almost bought the Wall-E one.
Oh,
because they made Wall-E into a freak. Oh, dude, that was freaking. I was like, I want Wall-E is one of my favorite Pixar movies. Like, I wanted that Lego set, but I can't spare $50 right now. I was like, damn you, adult responsibilities. and that's like, I want to buy Legos, and I fight against it, but.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing too, because
they're prohibitively expensive.
Yeah, and then on top of that, there's so many of them, man.
Oh my god, I was looking at all the Legos that came out for the Lego Batman movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's like a dozen sets.
And then like all the different figures, all the different characters, you're like, oh, like the coolest one is that banquet set because it comes with like all the villains. Like,
Man, ah.
like I really want a Two-Face Lego minifigure.
Right. Because it's Billy D. Williams.
It's Billy D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams is the Two-Face in the Lego Batman movie. Just in case you didn't know already, if you didn't know already.
But the only way you can get that one is getting the Arkham set.
Oh, and that's a giant freaking monster. Was it? Oh God, it was like years ago. Their Toys R Us had a bunch of them. Like this was the first time they had done Lego Batman. Around the time when the Lego Batman game came out.
Yeah.
Like 2006 or whatever. Around that time, that was the first Lego Batman game. Personally, Lego Batman 2 is probably my favorite. One of my favorite Lego games of all time.
Yeah.
That game has every DC character, and it was hilarious. So I almost forgot to talk about the Lego Marvel games, and because the Lego Marvel Superheroes game is also amazing. Like so much, but okay, game back. But they had Lego Batman stuff, but it was going on clearance because that's the only issue I have. That's the only other issue I have with Legos is like they'll put it out and they'll discontinue the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It'll disappear off the face of the earth. It's gone. It's gone forever. But they had the Batcave on clearance.
Oh.
And it was like original price like $90, $100. And I remember I picked it up for like $20. It's currently I never opened it because I was originally gonna put it up at the store that you have. I remember like that was like I saw it as an investment. This is how I conned myself into buying. Oh, I'm not buying it for me. This is window dressing for the store that you're eventually gonna have. We'll put it up there. This is not a selfish purchase for myself. It totally was.
Yeah.
But like I never got around to opening it. It's just still sitting there in my mom's garage. I saw it last time I visited. I remember I noticed. I'm like, oh yeah, this Lego. So I have one of the early Batcaves.
Oh, nice.
I think that one came with I think it came with a blue Nightwing. This was pre-New 52, so
nice.
it had Nightwing in the blue suit, not the weird red suit.
Yeah.
But God, they're like these figures. It's just prohibitively expensive. So I remember. Last year around this time, my roommate and I, we went to Disneyland with some of his friends, and then we went by the Lego store, which is it's like the most amazing crack den on earth.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I watched him wrestle because he wanted to buy the Batman '66 Batcave.
Then I didn't know there was a Batcave.
There was a special Batcave based on the old Adam West. There was an Adam West Batcave that came with the Adam West Batmobile, turbines of speed. And I watched the anguish on his face as he went back and forth. I'm like, do I buy this? Because it was like $250.
Oh damn!
That's why you didn't find that at any regular stores. It was like I think it was only at the Lego store because I don't think any normal retailer is gonna run the risk.
Yeah, Toys R Us isn't gonna be carrying that.
Toys R Us isn't gonna carry the $250 Batman '66 like Lego set. You'd have to go to the specific Lego store and grab that. And no. And I feel bad for anyone who just joined because we're just gonna be randomly no.
Or someone who just joined us.
Did you tell him to work the shaft? Freaking Freeze asking about the Dragon Balls. No. I think we lost viewers on that. Come back.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I am Super Kami Guru. Please watch Team 4. They don't need the plug, but Team 4 Star.
Seriously,
On the Tube of You. I just barely discovered this, and it's amazing. But now it's like Lego's everywhere now.
Yeah. I mean, you figure like their biggest department is the licensing department.
Licensing department, because you go up and down the Lego aisle now, it's like half it's Star Wars, and you got your comic book section, and then you have all the other stuff. There's all kinds of ridiculousness.
I think that's why the Lego movie works so well, because it was like, oh, we're gonna put Star Wars, and we're gonna put Batman, and we're gonna put all these guys together.
You combine everything, and it's this awesome melting pot
Yeah.
of licenses of people working together, like Gandalf and
Yeah.
and Voldemort and Shaquille O'Neal. Because there was a Lego basketball NBA set.
I had it, and I had Lego Shaq.
Of course you did. Of course Sam Zia, avid basketball enthusiast, had the Lego NBA All-Star
And
set.
did you know that it actually had springs in it so that you can lean it back and shoot at a basket?
That's awesome.
That is nuts.
Yeah. You couldn't make shit with Shaq from the free throw line. So it was actually pretty
It was quite accurate.
Yeah.
Unintentionally
And
accurate.
I think they actually had him bald with sideburns.
That's awesome.
That like vintage Shaq when you couldn't figure out why the hell he had sideburns.
No. So, and now, I guess I'm sure because of the success of the Lego Star, I mean, maybe of the Lego movie, there's that game, Lego Dimensions,
Oh yeah.
which is like
The nerdiest game in the
the
world.
nerdiest game in the world. And spoiler alert, I bought it for the show. Again, tricking myself. So we're gonna have upcoming Thursday night game nights. Where either I think a few of them we're gonna have them at Nostalgic Books and Comics, where myself and Pete Molini we will be playing Lego Dimensions. Because the base set went down to $50, and apparently something I saw. I have to give a shout out to I believe it was my friend Damon Lamb on Facebook. I saw him post about how the 99 because the thing I'm not sure how successful Lego Dimensions was. I think it was and it wasn't because the 99-cent store had packs of Lego Dimensions.
Oh,
'Cause I guess.
really?
Because the typical Lego thing, they discontinue them.
So
they need room to put up more. So I think they took a bunch of the overstock, sent it off to the 99-cent store, and you can get them for like $1 each.
Wow.
And unfortunately, I couldn't grab any of those, but I did find on eBay some enterprising person who bought a bunch of the dollar ones, had them for $5. So instead of paying $30 for the Back to the Future set, I paid $5.
Nice.
And a bunch of them. So I picked up the Simpsons set. I picked up the Doctor Who set. I picked up Back to the Future. I picked up Jurassic World. And I got a bunch of the figures. That's how I got my little buddy here. I got him on the eBays. So something like a purchase that if I had bought them on eBay, or if I had bought them at retail, would have been like $300-400 worth of Legos. I got it for $40.
Not bad.
But and all in service of the show. And that's how I justified it. So like next year when I do the taxes, this is a business. I'm going to claim all that shit on my taxes. Because we are going to be playing Lego Dimensions. I don't know. I'm going to work out probably every other week or something where like I will take the PS4 down. We're gonna do it live from Nostalgic Books and Comics. We'll have a Thursday night on the Switch channel. And Pete and I, we're gonna play through Lego Dimensions because and what really pushed me over the edge is like Pete. There was a story that you told me. Like when certain figures interact with each other in the game, it unlocks like super nerdy things. Like for example,
There's a Star Labs level, and it's a Star Labs from the TV show.
From the TV show The Flash.
Oh wow.
And then you have to open up the cosmic treadmill, but you have to use Sonic the Hedgehog.
So you get Sonic the Hedgehog. He can run really
to
fast.
run on it, yeah.
He runs on the treadmill, and it opens something up in the game.
What?
Yes. Opens up like another dimension, like
Yeah.
where you have to like unlock something. You're trying to save the Flash or something, right?
Yeah.
What? That's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's another thing, and there's another weird, like, super nerdy thing. Where if I don't know, I guess if you have Green Arrow and Doctor Who, because there's an actor who played a character on Doctor Who, and there's the same actor he plays a character on Arrow, and apparently if you put Green Arrow and Doctor Who together, they talk about that character. Hey, you know that guy looks a lot like someone I know. And it was like, it's super nerdy stuff like that really, resonates with me. So I'm like, I want to experience this. I want to see what other ridiculousness is in this game.
Well, that's the cool thing about Lego. Whatever it is that is popular,
No,
Lego will fuck
yeah.
with.
They go find a way now. Like it's. I feel like that's how they've had this great surge in the last 10 years, where they invest in licensing and it has paid off for them.
What's the worst license that they have?
I dare say, like when they did, personally, this is a very biased one, but I really hated that they did Big Bang Theory. I'm sure that was great for other nerds.
Lego Big Bang Theory?
There was a Lego Big Bang Theory set that they did from the Lego Ideas.
I've seen that though. There's relevance to that.
There's relevance to that. Like me personally, I'm biased against that show. I hate that show with every fiber of my being. That's another episode on another day.
But was there like a Lego Twilight set or anything?
I don't think so.
No, they didn't just.
I feel.
It seems like they're really selective.
They are quite selective.
I want to see what IP they decide to jump on to completely. That was just like, okay, you know what?
Where they would figuratively or literally jump the shark.
Yeah, where they may have made a mistake and said, you know what, we'll take that one back.
Although I feel as a company, I feel they are quite choosy because people, like I mentioned that Lego Ideas site where they'll make stuff that doesn't warrant a full run. Harold Hall on the Facebook, I think he might have stumbled upon one. Scooby-Doo.
But Scooby-Doo, what? Is it the new remake Scooby-Doo, or is it just a Scooby-Doo set? Because Scooby-Doo has, that's old school nerded.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going to give... I give Scooby-Doo all kinds of love, only because I had Scooby-Doo Underoos when I was a kid.
He had Scooby-Doo Underoos. Kiet Fam on the Facebook Live mentions there was a Happy Days set.
See, I can't hate on
but
that.
the Fonz is cool!
The
Fonz is cool! Hey!
Yeah.
Is it the diner, or is it like...
I don't know. I want to Google it now.
right?
I want to Google it now. I need to find if that was like a Lego Idea set. I need to see if that was like legit. I'm like,
I think the only thing I don't like about Legos is when they make those weird sets where the figures are different. Like they have like the what's it called that there's that DC property about the girls that go to school.
gosh darn it! I know which one you're talking about.
The superhero girls.
And then that's like not to get into like sexism or feminism. It sucks that they make separate but equal Legos for the ladies, because I'm quite certain Legos, I feel it's unisex. I mean, yes, a lot of the properties are very but they make special ones for the ladies, and I feel that's kind of like it's the same insulting thing as if the big thing on Amazon a couple years ago were like the big pens for women. It's like, here, women, you use these. You don't want those other ones. Use the special pens. Like they have these special Legos specifically for the ladies.
But are those Legos capable of interacting with the normal everyday Legos?
I don't know, because
they're
different. The minifigs are not this size. They're like taller and they're skinnier. Again, like maybe they're shaming girls. Like, oh, don't be blocky. You have to be skinny.
Maybe they're shaming men.
Shaming men because we're fat. We're fat little blocky dudes, and then
Hey, fuck that, guys. Duplo, bitches.
Duplo. Oh man, dude, I used to like when my brother. So my brother,
big fat blockies. We're talking Duplo in this.
Dude, because when I was at the age of Legos, my brother saw Legos, but then my parents bought him Duplo, and that shit interacts.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you know.
No.
They are the correct size where like a large size Lego piece can interact with a Duplo piece.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty trippy. You could combine Duplo with the Legos. Yeah. You can make these creepy hybrid monsters like at the end of the regular Lego movie.
When they showed up, yeah.
When they showed up, they're like, oh shit, the Duplos are here. They're gonna kill us all. We're gonna kill you all. Like, oh gee, like that was like a funny gag from the Lego movie I really loved. Let's see. Hold on, Happy Day. I was trying to take advantage where others were talking. Happy Day set. Let me see. Lego Ideas Happy Days. I think it's just Lego Ideas. I don't think that was a legit set that they made yet. I'm sure it's on. I'm sure there's all these weird. I'm sure there's plenty of weird properties on the Lego Ideas. But
yeah, because I don't see that being something that I don't know if people that like Happy Days that much.
I like Happy Days. I watched.
Would you buy a Lego set?
I don't have the kind of money to do that. I would just want the Fonz.
Yeah,
I would want a minifigure of the Fonz.
If they did like one with the Fonz and like a motorcycle, like that'd be cool.
Dude, that'd be cool.
And a shark.
Yeah. So see, another friend of mine, he clued me into this a couple years ago when I was like, man, like 'cause a lot of these, especially these comic book ones, like the Marvel and DC sets, I just want the minifigures.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times I'm like I don't need the accoutrements. I don't need a ship.
Yeah.
I don't need a boat or anything. I just want the figures. And a friend of mine clued me in. There's lots of Chinese knockoff Legos.
Oh yeah.
And then you can just buy entire sets of like knockoff of those characters. I remember I went on eBay and for $5 with free shipping, I got all the Age of Ultron Legos,
nice.
And they were all like knockoffs. Got Cap, even big ass Hulk, friggin' all the Avengers, Cap, Iron Man, Hawkeye, friggin' Black Widow, all the main Avengers, and Ultron and a bunch of weird things that they didn't need. I mean, like Hawkeye had his bow, and Black Widow had her guns, and Cap had his shield. Like even like Iron Man's shield, Iron Man's mask
goes up and down,
flipped up. But then they had all these weird other weapons that they didn't necessarily need. And I was like, oh, this is cool, but I haven't like. I'm afraid it's like a rabbit hole. I don't want to fall in because I think my friend, like, he does that for he did that for his son. Like, he just, like, instead of buying all the sets, he just goes to the eBay, all these different auctions, and like, and then there's custom ones too. So I can get my Martian Manhunter. Like, there's sets where they have more, because I think there was a Lego Martian Manhunter, but you had to spend like $75 on the Lego store to get an official one.
There's a set that I want, but it's like you said, like, they discontinue them so quickly.
Yeah.
It's a Brainiac ship.
They came with the Martian. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I know that was the one to look.
Yeah.
And I kept wanting to buy that, but I never got. I think by the time I finally built up the nerve and / money to buy it, I went to the Lego store at downtown Disney to try to pick it up, and it was gone. I was like, no. I might have to like aftermarket it to.
Yeah, because it had. I think it's Superman,
Wonder Woman,
and
Martian Manhunter fighting Brainiac,
And it's a ship. It's a skull ship.
It's so
cool, man.
I remember I saw that. I'm like, oh, like. My favorite DC character, Martian Manhunter. Oh my God, he's in minifigure form. So now I might have to settle for the either Chinese knockoff or maybe if I look in the aftermarket, see how much that set. Because I remember that there's a store in Buena Park called Geeky Mamas that for our Street Pass. Any of my friends here from Street Pass OC, they know about that place because they've had a few meets there. Like they have a bunch of those giant sets, but then they're discontinued. So they're rare. So if you want it, it's like $500 if you want like the original, like a Star Destroyer or the Bat Cave or whatnot. But yeah, oh God, like Legos are just it's insane. I love them. Back when I was in Nintendo rep, I would anytime I was at a Target, I would always like walk down the Lego aisle and to see if there's anything new. Like they'd have these little displays. I had to continually fight the urge to steal one. Like I was like, if I just unscrew this thing and I stick it underneath my shopping cart, I could walk out of here.
No one noticed.
No one would notice. I'd have all the figures. Because it was like all the Marvel and DC figures on like one little display, like this little round tube. I'm like, all I gotta do is unhook it, shove it under my Nintendo bag, and be like. Just waltz out of the Target with this display. Like, oh no, this is some sort of Nintendo display. I'm going to go dispose of it. Don't worry about me. I'm not stealing your Lego display. No. Shamefully, I have tried to like get like when there's like Lego rep jobs. I've been looking at those because I'm like, oh, someone has to take home those displays at some point. Like I'm like, oh, there's no Lego rep jobs available because they know they keep their jobs. They probably take those displays and flip them on eBay. I would keep them. I would keep them all. I selfishly would want to be a Lego rep just to see what I could keep and get for free.
I'm still waiting for a Lego Super Comic Guru.
Lego Dragon Ball Z. I'm surprised that's not on the Lego ideas.
Nail. Lego nail.
Lego nail. You still suck.
I am hilarious, and you will quote everything I say.
Nail. This makes for a wonderful podcast audio.
I know, right?
And that's why we enjoy it.
It's so random.
Well, we're enjoying it. I can't speak for anyone listening or watching.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Fuck it. It doesn't show us how many people are watching. I know there are people watching us on Twitch, but see, at least on the Facebook Live,
They should. They give you the spot for it. It just says 0.
It just says 0. Like when I did it the other day by accident on my personal Twitch page, it showed me people were watching. I was like tripping out. Like people who I worked with at a GameStop were watching, and I'm like, oh snap, this is working. Oh my God, people are watching. But so right now we're closing into the home stretch here. So yeah. So this Thursday, I feel pretty confident that I'm gonna set up a Thursday night game night. This time, like, cause I tested it out recently, and it didn't work well. I mentioned this last week, but it did not work well because I had my headset on and I was talking to people that people on Facebook could not hear. So I want to do a game night where like either I'm playing or actually I have guests come on and play the game, and I talk to the Facebook people, and we talk to the It says 3 people are watching on Twitch. Thank you, Bushy. Thank you for giving us the heads up. I was actually going to pull it up right here on my laptop.
Oh yeah.
But Yeah, but I'm bummed. But yeah, this Thursday, I feel like we're gonna do Lego Dimensions. We might do it from the Nostalgic Books and Comics, and then there might be another week where I'm gonna go over to Sam's house, and we might play something, or either I don't know, we might play some other cooperative game.
It's not my house; it's JoJo's house.
Oh, it's your baby's house.
Yeah.
He runs the show.
Yeah, Gallagher said it best. You don't have the baby. The baby has you.
The baby has you. The baby is in control.
Yeah, that's his place.
So definitely we'll be playing Lego Dimensions next week. So we are on the eve. Well, a lot of times we're gonna go back to video games a lot because that is the I feel that's the strongest thing well, it's not the strongest thing but it's the thing people seem to be most interested about. So the next 2 weeks are going to be a little Nintendo focused because the Switch
is coming out.
The Switch is coming. The Switch is coming soon.
And so will I.
Yeah. Switch is coming. So like next week is going to be a little Nintendo.
Switch release.
Switch release. Say, we are definitely not safe for children. This show is definitely not safe for children. But so next week we're going to talk about because Legend of Zelda is coming out with the Switch.
Also,
and
Switch, 1-2 Switch.
1-2. Okay, no, but here. But next week's show we're not going to have the Switch yet. But I want to talk about Legend of the game that's constantly hailed the greatest game of all time, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and I want to talk about how much I don't like that game.
Interesting. That's a controversial position.
No, it is. People get mad at me when I tell them that. Like, I have attempted to play it a few times. This is a little teaser. I've tried playing it. I worked for the company when they re-released it on 3DS, and I tried to play it. And it hurts my friend Shannon. My friend Shannon in Minnesota, she's a humongous Zelda fan, and it hurts her every time I mention that I hate Ocarina of Time. Or actually, in general, I don't like 3D Zelda.
You share similar feelings with the Metroid series.
I don't like a lot. I love 2D Nintendo, but I hate most of 3D. So tune in next week for me to talk about a lot of that. I'm going to be expressing a lot of feelings about my. Yeah.
I heard a rumor that they may be actually very interested in not re-releasing, but just releasing a new 2D-ish Zelda game.
I would love if they did that because these last few weeks, actually, on my 3DS, I've been playing. Cause they released a game called Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Anniversary Edition a few years ago, and I never got. I saw I had it on my DS because it transferred over when I kept moving stuff from 3DS to 3DS or from my DS to my 3DS, and I had this Legend of Zelda Anniversary Edition game. And I started playing it. Oh my god! It's the 2D Zelda from top down, like Link to the Past or Link's Awakening. See, those are the Zelda games I love. I love those games when they had them on the Game Boy Advance, Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, the 3DS. I'm giving away next week's podcast too much right now. Okay, so that's.
You know what? Let's hold off on that.
So that's a little teaser of what I'm going to talk about next week. But 2 weeks from now, we will have the Switch right here in studio.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it here. I pre-ordered it. I will theoretically get it from Worst Buy on that Friday. So the Monday after it releases, myself, Judgmental Nerd, Pete Molini, Executive Producer Sam Zia, and then whomever wants to make the journey to the Secret Podcast Studio, we're gonna be here playing with the Switch. And we were going to be. I bought 1-2 Switch. We're going to be playing 1-2 Switch here on the show.
Now Bushy just chimed in saying he will fight you in the Crucible for hating on Zelda.
Well, Bushy, you can kill me as much as you want. It'll never change my opinion about Zelda.
Now I've got one controversial opinion, and I'm just going to throw it out there, and we'll discuss it next.
We'll discuss it next week.
Zelda 2 is my fucking favorite.
Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, the weird black sheep of the
one that everybody hates.
I have attempted to play because when the 3DS came out, or initially they had the little they gave if you had bought it the day the first 6 months, they apologized and they sent you 10 games because oh yeah, we're sorry that you paid $250 when we lower the price 6 months later.
Yeah. Well, I was actually quite pleased with what they sent us back. They gave us some pretty good games.
Those 10 games because
I was
so good.
So happy that we got Zelda 2 back. I went right back over again and beat the shit out of it.
I'm weirdly fascinated by that game, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that next week. Yes. But the weird side scroller one. So So next week We're talking Zelda. It's gonna just basically we're gonna talk about a lot of controversial video game opinions next week.
Yeah.
Like Pete's gonna sit here awkwardly because your girlfriend, the lovely Joanna Morales,
she-
loves Zelda.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she's gonna want to punch me in the face as I disparage and insult the quote unquote greatest game of all time, Ocarina of Time.
She'll give me the finger for liking Zelda too.
Maybe. And then, like I said, 2 weeks from now, the Monday after the Switch comes out, we'll be here Monday night playing it here. We'll set up the camera. We'll set up everything. You're gonna watch us play 1-2 Switch, and you'll see our genuine reactions to shooting each other, milking cows. No, there's all kinds of weird shit. I'm pretty excited. I'm looking forward. I'm like, yes, I'm able to plan for these next couple of weeks.
Are we going to actually set up the PS4 Twitch stream to watch us play Switch?
That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen.
We are gonna be using the PS4 to stream the Nintendo Switch. That is a thing that is gonna happen in 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
And I was what do you call it? I was at Best Buy yesterday trying to figure out. I was looking at the Elgato Gaming Twitch or thingamabob. So we can try to make this streaming thing a little bit easier or whatnot for the Thursday night game nights or even here. But all right, we are coming to a close. We are in the home stretch. So let's get the plugs out. I love doing the plugs because that's a thing that you do at the end of your show. You do the plugs. Sam Zia, what is your Twitter?
At SamZ570, at SamZ570.
Judgmental Nerd, Pete Molini, what is the Twitter for you, sir?
Is at nostalgic_comics.
Go online, buy books from him. My Twitter, well, my personal Twitter I don't give up, but the show Twitter is at DreGP Podcast. The Facebook, if you're not watching this on Facebook, is facebook.com/DreGP Podcast. On Twitch, if you want to watch the video of us being stupid, that is DreGP Podcast. Hey, branding. I know about branding. You got to have the same handle for all the things.
Everything.
All the things. It makes it easier for your viewers. We've got the Godfather. So come on camera. Here, we're in the home stretch. Come on camera. Sam's on camera. You're on camera. You're looking at the Dre GP Podcast team. This is your team.
This is
These are
sad.
No, this is not sad. Fuck that noise. This is not sad. These are your nerds. We are your representatives on the internet. For Pete, for Sam, I am your host, Dre Cervantes. Thank you for watching. Share this video. If you're not watching this live and you're watching it off the fact, share it with your friends.
Hit the share button on your video.
Hit the share button. I don't know if you can share on Twitch, but I'll figure that out later. And by any means, please, thank you. I love you, and we'll see you guys next week.